called on you, whether you are trying to intentionally hurt somebody or not. But this is what they called, you guys. This is what they called. Caitlin Clark, Marina Mabrey, Tina Charles were assessed with technical fouls on Tuesday. Caitlin, Marina, and Tina Charles. Technical fouls. That's it. Technical fouls. That's it. And JC Sheldon was assessed with a flagrant 1 foul, and no players were ejected.
The arena transforms into something magical. Despite being an away game,
the Indiana Fever delivered an impressive performance against the Dallas Wings in Indianapolis, showcasing a dominant 10-283 victory that highlighted significant changes in their offensive approach. The contest demonstrated how strategic adjustments can transform team dynamics and individual player effectiveness. Stephanie White's coaching adjustments became immediately apparent from the opening possession. The Fever implemented a read-and-react offensive system that prioritized getting Caitlin Clark involved early and often. This strategic shift represented a notable departure from previous game plans and appeared to address recent criticisms about Clark's role within the offense.
The arena transforms into something magical. Despite being an away game, those 19,156 fans create an electric atmosphere that makes TD Garden feel like home court advantage for Indiana. The energy is absolutely insane. You can hear Fever chants echoing through the rafters of this legendary venue. These traveling fans didn't just show up, they took over. Sophie Cunningham steps into her role as Clark's enforcer. She's ready to defend her teammate against any repeat incidents. The Connecticut Sun tries to employ that same aggressive defensive strategy that
Clark's performance exemplified the benefits of this tactical evolution. She recorded a double-double with 14 points and 13 assists while committing only 2 turnovers, a remarkable improvement in ball security that addressed one of the primary concerns surrounding her recent play. Her 5 steals added defensive value that complemented her offensive contributions. The assist total particularly stood out as evidence of Clark's enhanced involvement in facilitating offense. 13 assists represent exceptional court vision and decision-making, especially when paired with minimal turnovers. This ratio suggests improved chemistry with teammates and better understanding of offensive timing and spacing.
Tries to employ that same aggressive defensive strategy that worked before. They want to rattle Clark early with full court pressure and multiple defenders. Their plan? Let other Fever players score while they focus on containing the heart of the snake. But this time, the Fever are ready. Clark has her teammates backing her up in ways she didn't have before. The support system is rock solid. Every player knows their role. Every player is ready to step up when things get physical. The stage is set for redemption as Clark gets the protection she needs to play her game.
Career for Allie.
Clark's 25 minutes of playing time allowed her to establish rhythm while managing workload effectively. The reduced turnover count demonstrated progress in areas where she had faced criticism, showing adaptation to professional-level defensive pressure and improved decision-making in traffic. The supporting cast delivered exceptional performances that complemented Clark's playmaking abilities. Kelsey Mitchell contributed 23 points and 4 rebounds while shooting efficiently from multiple areas of the court. Her scoring provided the offensive punch needed to capitalize on Clark's distribution.
Career for Allie. Clark trying to turn the corner. Oh, goes behind her back to find Howard.
Really good interior passing and patience by
You can see it in her eyes during warm-ups. You can feel it in how her teammates rally around her. This isn't the same Fever team that got pushed around in June. This is a squad that came to Boston with one mission: show the Connecticut Sun what happens when you mess with their superstar. Something clicked for Indiana when they put the ball back in Clark's hands and let her.
Natasha Howard added 18 points and 2 rebounds, offering veteran leadership and consistent scoring from the front court. Her production helped establish interior presence that opened driving lanes and created better spacing for perimeter players. Leah Boston recorded 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists, demonstrating improved offensive versatility beyond her typical rebounding and defensive contributions. Her expanded role showed the team's depth and multiple scoring options. Sophie Cunningham continued her recent hot streak with 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Her three-point shooting and defensive activity have become increasingly important elements of the Fever's success. Cunningham's energy and hustle plays provide intangible benefits that extend beyond statistical contributions. Michaela Onion were contributed 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, offering another reliable scoring option and front court presence. Her balanced production helped maintain offensive flow throughout various lineup combinations. The team's collective effort produced impressive offensive efficiency that overwhelmed Dallas from early in the contest. Indiana's ball movement and player movement created numerous high-percentage scoring opportunities while limiting Dallas's ability to establish defensive rhythm. Clark's footwear choice generated significant social media attention throughout the game. Her Kobe 6 Cookie Monster Edition shoes became a focal point of fan discussion and represented personal expression that resonated with supporters. The custom design reflected both her personality and connection to basketball culture. The shoes featured "no crumb left on court" messaging that aligned with her aggressive approach to the game. This attention to detail demonstrated Clark's understanding of her platform and ability to engage fans through various channels beyond just basketball performance. Paige Bueckers provided competitive opposition for Dallas with 21 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Her performance showcased the talent level that made her a highly anticipated professional prospect. The head-to-head matchup between former college stars added intrigue to the contest. However, the systemic differences between the two teams became apparent throughout the game. Dallas's offensive approach appeared more tailored to Bueckers' specific skill set, while Indiana's system required Clark to adapt to existing structures rather than building around her strengths. This contrast highlighted how organizational philosophy impacts individual player success. Teams that design systems around their star players often see better statistical production, while players adapting to established systems may need more time to reach peak effectiveness. The Fever's defensive intensity created numerous transition opportunities that fueled their offensive explosion. Their ability to generate steals and deflections translated directly into easy scoring chances that built and maintained their substantial lead. Indiana's home crowd energy contributed to the dominant performance, creating an atmosphere that energized players and potentially disrupted Dallas's communication and execution. The fan support has become an increasingly important factor in the Fever's home success. Post-game comments from Sophie Cunningham praised the Indiana fanbase, claiming they represent the best supporters in the league. This acknowledgement of fan loyalty and energy demonstrates the positive relationship between team and community that enhances home court advantage. The victory moved Indiana closer to playoff contention while simultaneously establishing momentum heading into crucial upcoming contests. Their improved offensive execution and defensive intensity suggest potential for sustained success if they maintain these performance levels. Clark's strategic use of media attention and fan engagement may have contributed to the coaching staff's decision to restore her central role in the offense. Her ability to generate discussion and maintain relevance during challenging periods shows sophisticated understanding of professional sports dynamics. The dramatic improvement in turnover management represents perhaps the most encouraging aspect of Clark's performance. Reducing giveaways while maintaining aggressive playmaking demonstrates growth and adaptation that bodes well for future contests. Team chemistry appeared significantly improved compared to recent outings, with players moving the ball unselfishly and finding open teammates consistently. This collective approach created scoring opportunities for multiple players rather than relying on individual heroics. The blowout nature of the victory provided opportunities for extended playing time across the roster, allowing bench players to contribute and maintain game readiness. This depth development could prove crucial during playoff pushes and challenging stretches. Dallas struggled to match Indiana's intensity and execution throughout most of the contest. Their inability to establish consistent offensive rhythm against the Fever's defensive pressure contributed to the lopsided final score. The performance demonstrated Indiana's potential when their offensive system functions as designed. Clark's facilitation combined with teammates' efficient shooting created the type of balanced attack that can trouble any opponent in the league. Moving forward, the challenge involves maintaining this level of execution and chemistry across multiple games. Single-game success must translate into consistent performance to achieve playoff aspirations and establish long-term competitive relevance. The tactical adjustments implemented by the coaching staff appear to have addressed several problematic areas while maximizing player strengths. Continued evolution and refinement of these concepts could yield sustained improvement throughout the remainder of the season. The Indiana Fever delivered an impressive performance against the Dallas Wings in Indianapolis, showcasing a dominant 10-83 victory that highlighted significant changes in their offensive approach. The contest demonstrated how strategic adjustments can transform team dynamics and individual player effectiveness. Stephanie White's coaching adjustments became immediately apparent from the opening possession. The Fever implemented a read-and-react offensive system that prioritized getting Caitlin Clark involved early and often. This strategic shift represented a notable departure from previous game plans and appeared to address recent criticisms about Clark's role within the offense. The Indiana Fever delivered an impressive performance in Indianapolis, showcasing significant improvements in their offensive system and ball movement. The team appeared to have addressed previous concerns about their playing style, implementing a more effective approach that maximized player strengths and created better scoring opportunities. Coach Stephanie White seemed to have responded to criticism regarding the team's offensive strategy. The organization opened the contest utilizing a read and react system that better utilized Caitlin Clark's playmaking abilities. This tactical adjustment represented a notable departure from previous approaches that had drawn criticism from fans and analysts. The game demonstrated remarkable basketball execution, particularly in the first half. While some adjustments occurred during the second half that altered the flow, the overall performance indicated positive development in the team's strategic approach and player coordination. Paige Bueckers presented a formidable challenge during certain portions of the contest, displaying the skill set that has made her a prominent player. Her previous performance against Dallas had established expectations for another strong showing, and she delivered competitive play that kept the game engaging. The final score of 102-83 reflected Indiana's dominant performance throughout the contest. The team played with energy and coordination reminiscent of a championship-caliber squad, executing plays effectively and maintaining intensity across multiple quarters. Caitlin Clark recorded an outstanding statistical performance with 14 points and 13 assists, achieving another double-double while demonstrating improved ball security. Her assist total highlighted her exceptional court vision and ability to create scoring opportunities for teammates. The performance included only 2 turnovers, representing significant improvement in an area that had received scrutiny. Clark's shooting efficiency could have been better as she missed several attempts that normally fall within her range. However, her overall impact on the game extended beyond scoring, with her playmaking and defensive contributions proving equally valuable. She recorded 5 steals while playing 25 minutes, demonstrating active defensive engagement. The strategic decision to return primary ball handling responsibilities to Clark appeared calculated and effective. Some observers suggested this represented a deliberate response to recent criticism and discussion about her role within the offensive system. Whether intentional or coincidental, the adjustment produced positive results. Kelsey Mitchell contributed significantly with 23 points and 4 rebounds, providing the scoring punch that complemented Clark's facilitating. Mitchell's performance demonstrated the effectiveness of the adjusted offensive approach, as improved ball movement created better scoring opportunities for all players. Natasha Howard added 18 points and 2 rebounds, while Lexi Hull contributed 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. The balanced scoring distribution reflected the team's improved offensive execution and player utilization. Sophie Cunningham continued her recent strong play with 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Her versatility and energy have become increasingly important to the team's success, providing reliable production across multiple statistical categories. Cunningham's recent performances have exceeded expectations and contributed significantly to team victory. Mitchell Timmers contributed 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, adding to the balanced offensive attack. The depth of scoring options created challenges for opposing defenses and demonstrated the team's improved chemistry and system execution. Clark's footwear choice generated significant attention before and during the game. The Kobe 6 Protro Cookie Monster Edition shoes created substantial social media discussion and highlighted the intersection of basketball performance and cultural influence. The comparison between Clark and Bueckers reveals different circumstances and system designs. While Bueckers operates within an offensive system specifically designed to maximize her strengths, Clark has faced the challenge of adapting to a system that hasn't always optimized her ability. The recent tactical adjustments suggest recognition of this discrepancy and efforts to address it. Paige Bueckers finished with 21 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals, demonstrating her continued development and competitive ability. However, the contrast in team systems and supporting cast becomes apparent when comparing overall team performance and individual statistics. The defensive intensity shown by both teams created an engaging contest with multiple momentum shifts. Clark faced consistent physical pressure throughout the game, yet managed to maintain effectiveness while drawing minimal foul calls from officials. Post-game commentary from Sophie Cunningham praised the Indianapolis fanbase, claiming they represent the best supporters in the WNBA. Her enthusiasm and connection with the local community have strengthened since joining the organization, contributing to team chemistry and fan engagement. The victory represented more than statistical success, demonstrating tactical evolution and improved player utilization. The coaching staff's willingness to adjust strategies and maximize player strengths suggest continued development potential for the remainder of the season. The Nike collaboration with Clark continues generating interest, with her signature shoes creating significant consumer demand and cultural impact. The intersection of athletic performance and commercial appeal demonstrates her influence beyond basketball statistics. Team chemistry appeared significantly improved, with players demonstrating better communication and coordination on both ends of the court. The balanced offensive production and defensive engagement suggest